Are you an investor looking for premium market opportunities? Presenting premium and exclusive service for investors by Kalkine.
Let's explore in this video. I'm Sage for Kalkine Media. Please subscribe to the channel. Exports are goods and services produced in one country and sold to buyers in other countries. Exports, together with imports, add up to international trade. The country manufacturing and selling a product is called an exporter, while the products it delivers to other nations are called exports. After 6 quarters of sustained growth, the value of international merchandise trade for the G20 reached a new high in the first quarter of 2022. Exports increased by 3.6% as compared to the fourth quarter of 2021. The increase is largely due to rising commodity prices as the war in Ukraine and COVID-19 pandemic measures in East Asia placed more pressure on the prices of traded goods and already strained supply chains. According to Statista, in May 2022, the Merchandise Exports Index, which is the US dollar value of goods sold to the rest of the world, stood at 215.66, excluding the United States. And this is compared to the United States index value of 158 in the same month. The index was highest in emerging economies, reaching an index score of over 350. According to World Population Review reports, China tops the list of exports of goods and services with an export value of $2.72 trillion US dollars, followed by the United States with an export value of $2.12 trillion US dollars. In third place comes Germany with an export value of $1.67 trillion US dollars. And according to the Observatory of Economic Complexity data, in July of 2022, China exported $333 billion. The top exports of China were computers, telephones, integrated circuits, semiconductor devices, and electric batteries. Now, meanwhile, in July 2022, China exported mostly to the United States, Hong Kong, Japan, South Korea, and Vietnam. Tensions in the US-China economic relations have increased business uncertainty in 2020 and 2021 as the US is the country's main trading partner. Similar tensions exist with Australia, though with lesser ramifications for China. However, the Chinese government is pursuing looser economic policies to diminish the increasing risks to future growth. The United States Census Bureau and the US Bureau of Economic Analysis on September 7th announced that the goods and services deficit was $70.6 billion in July, down by $10.2 billion from $80.9 billion in June. And meanwhile, July exports were $259.3 billion. That's $0.5 billion more than June's exports. So according to the Observatory of Economic Complexity data for June 22, the top exports to the United States were refined petroleum, crude petroleum, petroleum gas, aircraft parts and commodities, not elsewhere specified. And meanwhile, in July 2022, the US exported mostly to Canada, Mexico, China, Japan and the Netherlands. The cyberspace enhanced logistics channels, free trade agreements, e-commerce and the array of accessible export supports through the US government and its partners have made exporting more feasible for the United States. US export prices increased 18.2% from June 2021 to June 2022. Lastly, speaking about Germany, total German exports of goods grew by 13.4% to 763.9 billion euros in the first half of 2022, year on year. And meanwhile, exports to Russia fell by 34.5% to 8.3 billion euros in the first half of 2021 because of the war in Ukraine and the sanctions imposed on Russia. Germany's major export goods in the first half of 2022 were motor vehicles, trailers and semi-trailers, followed by machinery. In June 2022, Germany exported goods to a total value of 135.9 billion euros, an increase of 14.5% from June 2021. And according to the Observatory of Economic Complexity's latest trends, in April 2022, Germany exported mostly to the United States, France, Netherlands, Austria and Poland. Thank you for joining us on this report. Now, if you like the information, give it a like, share it, comment on the video below, subscribe to the channel, press that bell icon. You'll be notified of the most recent videos from Kalkine. But for more articles, head to the website. It's kalkinemedia.com. This is Sage for Kalkine Media.